few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." I suppose we all thought that one way or another.
J. Robert Oppenheimer, the American physicist renowned as the father of the atomic bomb, has recently garnered attention in India. However, this time, it's not due to the conspiracy theories surrounding the atomic bomb. Instead, the focus is on the enigmatic protagonist of the movie, J. Robert Oppenheimer, and his connections to India. And not many know about the film's protagonist, have a mysterious link with India at certain points in his career. In the early 1940s, Oppenheimer was appointed to lead the top-secret Manhattan Project during World War II at Los Alamos Laboratory in New Mexico. This project ultimately resulted in the invention of the world's first nuclear weapon, the atomic bomb. And the successful test of the first nuclear weapon took place on July 16, 1945, in what was known as the Trinity test. However, after witnessing the first atomic bomb's successful test, he was not happy. The immense destructive power of the atomic bomb led him to regret his involvement in the project. Later, this aforementioned experiment played a crucial and influential part in the advancement of atomic weaponry, showcasing its profound transformational potential. Consequently, these weapons were utilized in the unassuming urban regions of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, resulting in enormous devastation and forever reshaping the trajectory of historical occurrences. And the profound consequences resulted in Japan's quick capitulation. By seeing the bomb's devastating consequences, he came to deeply regret his role in the bomb's production, and he has since become an outspoken opponent of nuclear weapons, and took steps to prevent their further spread. Therefore, he reached out to Indian officials, hoping to find a way to stop it. In the 1950s, India and China had friendly relations, but India's diplomatic approach was seen as naive. India paid heavy price for maintaining positive relations with China, such as facing Chinese aggression in Tibet and a border conflict with India. India even gave up its seat in the United Nations to accommodate China's entry into the organization, because Nehru believed in winning China's trust and preventing it from aligning too closely with the Soviet Union during the Cold War. Nehru placed China at the center of India's foreign policy, driven by the belief that India had a special role in countering the rigid divisions of the Cold War. India hoped that engaging with China could promote moderation within the socialist bloc. At the same time, Vijayalakshmi sought to maintain good relations with the United States, even though India was often portrayed negatively in the American media. Because some contacts gave India hope in its mission to promote moderation. On February 10, 1950, Pandit reported that Robert Oppenheimer, a famous American nuclear physicist and former leader of the Manhattan Project, asked India to stick to its foreign policy and not provide thorium to the US. Oppenheimer was concerned about the US using it to develop powerful weapons. Oppenheimer's message was that work on the atom bomb, which he considered terrible and deadly, was progressing steadily in America, leading towards a destructive war. They wanted to stockpile thorium, and it was believed that India would be approached, both directly and through Britain, to provide thorium. The reason given would be for humanitarian purposes. In response, Nehru assured Pandit on March 8 that India would not take any action regarding thorium. He suggested that she should meet Oppenheimer again. Although there's no evidence of further communication with Oppenheimer, this incident highlighted Nehru's commitment to a moral foreign policy, and his effort to gain China's trust. After World War II, Oppenheimer gained fame, but in 1954, due to his pacifism and associations with individuals linked to the Communist Party, lost security clearance and trust of the US government. And following Oppenheimer's downfall, Nehru invited him to India, even considering immigration possibilities. Nehru's perception was different. He believed that just having past connections with communism should not be a reason to punish someone. Nehru also supported P.C. Mahalanobis, who was accused of being a Soviet sympathizer. Mahalanobis was working on vital plans for India's growth, but some questioned his allegiance. Nehru supported him because he trusted in his ability, and saw no danger to the country in his job. Also, when it came to the Japan Peace Treaty of 1951, the rejection of the Japan Peace Treaty by Nehru highlighted the differences between Nehru's and China's views on Moscow, specifically in terms of their foreign policy stances. The differences in their response to the treaty reflected the contrasting foreign policy orientations, with Nehru seeking a middle ground and China having a stronger connection with the Soviet Union. Despite hidden motives, Chinese diplomats appreciated Delhi's focus on Beijing's responsibilities in the region, and agreed that the treaty was designed to divide Asians. The Indians explained that they refused to sign the treaty because it disrespected both Japanese and Chinese sovereignty. They believed that by not signing it, India showed its independence. But Ambassador Vijayalakshmi Pandit wanted India to sign the treaty to maintain good relations with the US. However, Nehru stood firm, saying he wouldn't compromise India's independence by signing it, and break ties with China. He believed that by not aligning with the Western countries, arming the old fascist states, or the Soviets promoting communism, India was securing China's loyalty, in the middle ground, where Asian states could work together. Unfortunately, Nehru failed to fully understand China's intentions, and the consequences of trusting China can still be seen in this era.